letters, one word, the meaning of life. Juice. Previously on Kimba TV. The only short that I could really see would have been the swing fail of this morning. That's it. And then this would have gotten, that short would have already been stopped out in profit because your stop loss would have been the breach of the 786. Because if you were really bearish, you would have needed this. So, you know, somewhere around here. Like that. So you would have, and that's probably what these wicks are, to be honest. Hey! Go, 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 go. We juicing! Oh, did hey, did Shiba... This motherfucker added? Kachoya! 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 Too easy! God damn! It's hard to even think about trading derivatives because the spot bags are just juicing like a motherfucker, boy. Give it up for Tao. You know your boy took a little thang. You know your boy took a little thang. What you think about that? We talked about this a little bit yesterday. Obviously, the full TA was done on the Nerd Out Saturday. So you know your boy took it, especially with the NVIDIA AI shit coming out today. I think we did $72,000 spot buy. I tried to do 100,000. I just didn't get filled all the way. So I think we got another 72,000 in spot, and then we're filled on the derivative long as well. So, all right, plans given out. At least ETH is doing its thing a little bit. ETH is doing its thing a little bit. So ETH long looking good, Tau long looking good, WIF short looking good. You heard me? All right, all the plans given out. Make sure you're following. And let's do the damn thing, y'all. Y'all ready? We got 2 minutes until market open. All right, hold on. Let me put some levels on this bitch. Y'all heard me. Let's move this. Unlock. And then I'll do the CME levels, and then we'll rip the bong, yeah? Wow, it moved up a whole $1,000.
Okay, so this guy, blue, dash, market settings. Okay, I think that fits. 92.
Okay, cool. Let's get it. Let's go! Juice! Let's go, too easy! Let's go, bitch! Go, 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 go! Kachoy Shiba! Let's go! Easy money juice! Bitch! Do you believe? Let's go! It's always these motherfuckers, man. You know, if these guys weren't here, I would already be in it too. Well, the high is no good. So yeah, high isn't great. S&P still looks more room. Yeah, I'm gonna just have to wait, man. At least we're getting some negatives now. So if it cleans that high in the next 30-minute candle close, and if it's an SFP, we might be able to be aggressive with it, you know? Ali says, why high is not good? Because it's one. One is bad. Two would be like, eh. And then if it's like that, then that's like, yeah. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? It's beautiful when you can, you know, look at what's in front of you and say, I've got this edge or I've got that edge. Focus on how I'm reading the data, so then you can look at the data yourself and you would be able to tell me if, you know, the open interest is bullish or bearish. You know, you would be able to tell me if this CVD is bullish or bearish. But yeah, I've been explaining everything and identifying everything beforehand. So see how we've been able to follow along all of this, brother. Juice. How many of you guys have been here the last couple weeks where the thesis for any short attempt really doesn't change, right? There's nothing wrong with taking shorts, but you need to put your stop loss in break even or take profit right away. So any short attempt that you take, you're not losing any money on. So it's always a free roll. And you might have all the edge that you want, structural, CVD. And I'm telling you right now, because what if we have an SFP up there? What if we get an SFP, structure looks good, CVD looks good? Hell, there's enough price action of volume there already where it would be really easy to understand invalidations and extensions, you know? So we might get a really nice 95 short setup with CVD, structural edge, all of the data points that we've talked about for the last 2 days. And with looking back on it from a historical perspective, the problem is you're going to have all those underwater shorts. That's always been the issue, the predicament. So hopefully by now you're starting to understand that just expect to be round tripped on every short attempt you take if those shorts are still with you, you know, which is why one of the things that I would love to see on an SFP at 95. And by the way, don't get obsessed about the number. The level doesn't tell us we should short. The data and the edge is what tells us we should short. So it doesn't matter if it happens at 95 or 98. The way in which we would take a short, the data we would interpret, which data we would want to interpret, how we would interpret it as bullish or bearish, never changes. Right, chat? You guys good? Scramly is asking, will it still go up? I think that it will fix at this level for some time. Yeah, so you're playing the wrong game, brother. So if you're trying to ask questions like that, one, you're not trading. Okay? So it's not about if it goes up or if it's going to go down. One, do you have a plan if it goes up? Two, do you have a plan if it goes down? Okay? Three, can you look at things like open interest or the hidden CVD bullish divergence or S&P order flow and tell me if you have bullish confluence, bullish edge, or if you have bearish edge? That's it. Okay? So, for example, we could debate if it's going to go up or not. Okay? What we cannot debate is that there's a $29 million short at 94728. Okay? So if the price goes up to 94728 and you don't see the open interest go down, that means that this guy is now open and he has underwater $29 million short. And that's not debatable. Okay? And he's juicing right now, right? He's in profit right now. Price is below where he shorted, so he's juicing, okay? But if the price goes back up and he hasn't closed, the fact that he is underwater is not debatable, right? Just like how none of these shorts are trapped, quote unquote. You know, they're juicing. All right. So if these shorts are really in control, you would, for example, lose things like value area high. You would lose things like point of control. You know, is it going to lose this value area high on CME? Because this is the value. Okay. And then this is the big one. So that's why we're always, it's just a matter of bing bong ding dong in between these levels. Okay. So at this point, with this kind of structure, what would this look like? Chat. So we just said that losing this would be bad. Which means what? What would that look like? So no reason to really rush into anything. We have 16 minutes on the 30-minute candle close, and then 46 minutes on the hourly. So, all right, and so I mean, all the levels are there. You know where the previous day value area high is, where the CME point of control is. Those things aren't debatable, right? So instead of worrying about, hey, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? Make sure that you can identify levels and take care of all the data points that are not debatable, and then just follow along and make your decisions based off of how it reacts at those levels and the data points that you continue to get. All right. And whether it goes up or down, you should have a plan. All right. So if, for example, it goes to 95,000 and we make a bearish CVD divergence, okay, and we also get top longs at 95,000 and all the 64 million or whatever in shorts get stopped out and they don't reopen, then that's a really easy short for me, right? You have structural edge, swing fail pattern. You have open interest edge. You have top longers trapped and retail shorters stopped out. And you would have divergence edge, volume-based CVD divergence absorption, meaning that nobody is buying, people are closing their longs, and as soon as people stop buying, it's going to nuke. So if we get a setup like that at 95, nobody should be talking to me about, did you take a short? Did you short? All right. So as long as you know how to read the data that's in front of you, you know that I'm going to interpret it the same way that I've always interpreted it for the last 3 years. So, y'all Gucci, man, Gucci. And you know me, I like to be patient and wait for 30-minute candles and really get like the obvious easy setup, you know? So I'll start with things like, okay, do we spend time above that blue line, the sweep level? Yes or no? Do we spend time above the value area high and the point of control? Yes or no? Do we go back below the previous value area high? Yes or no? And I'll just, you know, have it tell me what to do, not really guess. But if it wants to go up, I know exactly what data I would look at and prioritize. If it wants to go down and lose that or bounce from here, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. We going to juice the fuck up. I would keep it dead ass simple. Some of you guys are not going to be okay with just losing value area high or point of control to short. You might actually want to have the support line break because you guys actually want a long down there. And I could feel that too. Like even if this nuked all the way down to, let's say, like 89.8, I would still long that bitch. But this is incredibly bullish. So I would just continue to, like I haven't shorted yet. Yeah, and I'm just trying to be as patient as I can be. I thought we would almost be shorting if the failed auction confirmed. Not sure yet. Maybe this is a smaller failed auction, you know? So we only have to wait another 26 minutes until CME gap. Arrow says, ha ha ha, just getting frustrated of retesting the same levels over and over again. Well, for sure. But here's the thing. And And, you have like Kachoi Shiba coming up pretty soon, right? Everybody see Kachoi Shiba coming up pretty soon? Okay, so let's just take a step back, Arrow Fury, and really quickly just recap the situation that we're in. Is it a good high or a bad high, Arrow? You okay with that high up there, or is it oregano? Do you notice that on Binance you have a lot of top longing going on, but you have a lot of shorts coming in on Bybit? So if you had to bet between the two horses, the Binance top longers or the Bybit underwater shorters, who do you think is going to win? Have you seen it? Have you seen that kind of scenario play out in the past before, so you can rely on it instead of you just randomly guessing? If you have levels like VWAP and value area high and point of control, staying above it is bullish, right? Spending time below it would be bearish, right? So you've got all of this. You've got the intermediate VWAP right here, point of control, value area high, and more importantly on CME. We already talked about the session open value area high, the previous value area high. So this zone right here, it's really just a matter of, is this support or is this resistance? That's it. And that's how you should bet on it. So we talked about it earlier in the day, but if I were going to look for a short, I would look for a failed auction breakdown of that support zone and have it really turn into resistance. Excuse me. And or the swing fail and cleaning of the all-time high again. But until then, slowly but surely, it is making higher highs and higher lows. So it's going to get really interesting pretty soon, Arrow. You're only going to have to wait a little bit more because you have a lot of underwater shorts that haven't closed yet, right? And really, between this box, these two boxes, you're already at the next target zone. So if you go Fibception from the next Elliott wave target all the way down to that swing, sort of the bad low, you're already right at golden poquito. Okay, and that also lines up with the 1.25 third wave extension, right? So you're definitely not longing up here. Maybe you can get away with like scalps and stuff like that. Ideally, you're in longs. This one was a nice pullback. Earlier this morning, it was like fib rotation. But yeah, I'm trying to see if we can get up a bink. And if it doesn't tuck in right away, then I'll see you at 98.5. So let somebody else, let retail, let the sideliners be tired of the price action. But we all kind of know that it's slowly but surely making its way up. And so, if it does pop to 98.4, not really that surprising. We'll, if it does get up there, then I'm going to do the same thing that we were talking about today, CVD, open interest, to see if it's worth taking a short. I think 98.5 is coming into fruition because we've deviated so far from the 90 box. But that being said, if his swing fails 95, it cleans that high and it knocks out all the higher lows and it goes and swing fails 89, we're not scared to long that either. It's level to level. So it's at the 1.25. It's at this fibception. So if it swing fails at 95 and starts to have like a little bit of a dump, 4,000, 5,000, not going to scare us. In fact, I'm going to be staring at the altcoins to be like, holy shit, are we going to get that thang, or does Bitcoin need to go even lower for us to get what we want on some of these altcoins? So that'll basically be the hardest thing for me. There's really no freaking out or I'm just going to be thinking, does Bitcoin need to go lower for me to get the altcoin entries we want, or are we going to get that thing? Some of them we'll get, like Tau we already got. Vicent says, do you think 95K SFP coming? I mean, yes, as long as it doesn't lose the value area high and point of control levels that we've been staring at all day. Because then, isn't it really looking like a failed auction above this level? Arrow says, hidden bull div on Bybit seems to win a lot lately. Yeah, especially when you have shorts shorting into the hidden bull div. That's extra juice. Zero, what's going on? Aizen says, get in the Kachoi Shiba train. Kachoi Shiba! I'll see you guys in a couple hours. I'll see you guys in like 6-7 hours. Isn't it crazy to say that? VPS, Exo is coming back. It's going to be on 30 mil. Lions, especially the international Lions that are going to be up to see all this. Hey, you guys know what a bad high, good high, poor high, low, all that shit. Is there a div? Is there any structural edge? 98.4, 98.5. All right, failed auction, triple. Y'all know what it is? Happy hunting, Lions. All right. Hey, wait for me, though. Don't do anything stupid without me. All right. Let me get in on that stupidness, too. Y'all are the best. I love you guys, man. Hey, Sato, tell them what happens if they don't use stop loss. Hey, he said he's going to smack the shit out of you. Hey, Lions. Longers, I'm rooting for you. Shorters, I'm rooting for you. Bulls, Bears, we're all Lions. Liquidation, stand the fuck up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.